And just like that, there she goes. She is on her way out of here. See that Jeep Wrangler right there? That is what today's video is about, but not just that Jeep Wrangler, that Jeep Wrangler, and that Jeep Wrangler over there. Today's video is about Jeep Wranglers and what is going on with their values because they are plummeting. I was selling Jeep Wranglers a dime a dozen last year. This season, I've had 3 Jeep Wranglers, all of which have not sold, and it is freaking summer. Today's video, what is going on with the Jeep Wrangler market? We're gonna bring that one back to life, and I'm gonna show you the story of behind the scenes of how we bought it, what we paid, what we had to do to it, why we had it for so long, and we finally sold it, how much money we made off it. My name is Craig from Flying Wheel. Stick around because this video has a lot of information. Let's get going. Jeep Wrangler, Jeep Wrangler, Jeep Wrangler just left. Why have I had these Jeeps for over 5 months? Well, a year ago, I was selling Jeeps daily. I could not keep them long enough, and I was getting all the money for them. And let's face it, Jeep Wranglers are expensive. They are what they are. People pay a premium for them because they're fun, they're utilitarian, they're versatile. There's a lot of things you can do with a Jeep Wrangler, and that's why I love them so much. But recently, they've been coming down in value tremendously. So much so that I haven't been able to sell 3 Jeep Wranglers during Jeep Wrangler season, which is absolutely wild. So what's going on in the market? What's happening with Jeep Wrangler prices? Are they still worth a ton of money, or can we get them at a fair value? Today we're going to talk about that. Now you're actually getting a twofer in this video. Number one, why are Jeep Wranglers so cheap right now? What's going on? Number two, welcome to flipping $400 into a Ferrari because I bought this 2011 Jeep Wrangler Sport at a dealer auction the other day, which sparked this topic. We're not just bringing 2 Jeep Wranglers back to life. I'm going to show you everything we do to Jeep Wranglers to get them ready for sale. We're going to talk about why they're coming down in price. We're going to talk about this one as well. This is our latest flipping $400 into a Ferrari vehicle that sparked the topic on today's video. Why did I get this Jeep for just over $6,000? Now this is a 2011 Jeep Wrangler Sport with 162,000 miles. 2011, you get the newer interior. So this is the newer upgraded body style Jeep Wrangler interior. You're still getting the 3.8 liter V6 though. 2012, they changed to a 3.6 liter 6-cylinder with more horsepower, better gas mileage. So this is the better interior, just still has the older engine. This is still at auction, $10,000 Jeep, but it's not anymore because I just paid $6,600, which is wild. Now you'll see here, again, we have the newer seating, 8-ball shifters, we have map pocket here, map pocket here. I mean, somebody spent a lot of money for your OS handles, what is going on here? I have no idea. But we have our infotainment display upgrade. We have a charging port. I wish I could remove that because I want to keep that. That's pretty nice. And then we have another one, marine grade 12 volts. I almost feel like this was owned by somebody that did like car audio, car stereo, like cloth seats, but somebody did aftermarket heated seats, meaning they put like the heated seating elements in a cloth interior Jeep Wrangler Sport. This car is wild. Now you'll also see that all the carpets are torn out. All the carpets are back here. And then we have our soft top roof. Now this is the base soft top, but it has the tinted windows. And they even went as far as like adding accessories to the zippers. And then someone had mentioned that this is a key finder, key bank. Never heard of that, but I guess that's a key finder. Now we have interior light strips here. I have, is this a seat for me? Maybe a place to put my cooler? That is definitely not a seat. And then lights. This is compartment. So like even when the top is off, you still can't get in here. There's accessories all in there. There's outlets. This car is wild. I have, is this an antenna? It is, it's wired to something. I don't know what that's wired to. I don't know what that's for. We have some more lights right there. We have aftermarket lug nuts that are red. We have decals. Who knows why they put these here? I will tell you why people put these here, and it's actually an important Jeep Wrangler accessory. So Jeep Wrangler doors come off, right? They're held on with these straps. Well, these straps either break or people forget to put them on, and then when you like park on a hill and the door swings open, it swings all the way, and then this mirror dents right here. So if you look at Jeep Wranglers, a majority of these are actually dented from the mirror. Now, why do we have this gigantic power inverter? What is going on in here? Today, we're not gonna, like, actually, look at this, even the glove box is aftermarket and all this cut wiring. Today, I'm not gonna go through this Jeep. There's too much to do in one video. I've already fixed, bought, cleaned, and sold that other red Jeep Wrangler. I'm gonna show you how we brought that one back to life. This might be a whole other video. Look at even more aftermarket accessories. Somebody just went wild here. These are actually really expensive bumpers. Crazy. So the point of this video, though, I wanna say is this $10,000, $11,000, $12,000 I would have paid a year ago competing against other dealers. Now that I paid $6,600, you can start to see that prices are coming down. So now I can sell this at a very fair price. Somebody can get a great deal on that Jeep Wrangler, whereas that red one, I either have to go to a break-even point like I did on the white one just to sell it. This one's going to North Carolina. Now you've probably seen this thing already. This is my Jeep Wrangler Killer, my $1,200 Cadillac Escalade. Part 3 walk around hasn't come out yet. Make sure to stay tuned for that one. See this GMC Sierra Denali? This is one of our upcoming videos, and it's been a real pain in the butt for me. See that flat tire right there and that flat tire back there? Well, you guys are always asking me what products I use on a day-to-day basis, and this is one of them. And bam, my Fantic tire inflator. This thing is amazing and I use it all the time. This thing is amazing for multiple reasons. It has a lithium-ion battery and it's wireless. So instead of having to hook my airline right here and pull it all the way over the Escalade, I just grab this little thing. I can set the tire pressure I want, and then I hit start and it does it on its own, and it stops when I told it to stop. So it has a super high performance chip that helps inflate the tires quickly. A bicycle tire from 0 to full, 20 seconds. A completely flat car tire, 2 minutes, fully inflated. Also has an LED light on it so you can pump up your tires at night. It is also a USB-C charging device. 10% off using my code Flying Wheels, and then get $18 off with an Amazon coupon. So if you go click on the link in the description, it's an automatic $18 off when you click the link, and then when you type in Flying Wheels, you save another 10%. Super cool product. Definitely recommend you guys get one. It takes up 0 space and it's awesome to have. Use it once. You'll be pumped that you listened to me. This Jeep Wrangler, it's a 2016 Jeep Wrangler, one owner, 119,000 miles. A year ago, this is a $26,000 Jeep. Yes, it's a $26,000 Jeep. I know that sounds absurd, but it is, and it's worth it. And I would have got it 10 times over last year. People would have bought it over and over, and I could just keep buying, and I was just replicating the cycle. I was paying too much for them too, so it's not like I was buying them cheap and then selling them expensive. I was overpaying, and then I was selling them for a lot of money. This one right here is a 2012 Wrangler with 146,000 miles. Another one-owner Wrangler. You'll see it's triple white like a Stormtrooper. These are my favorite Jeeps, and they're really, really hard to come by because that white top had to be a special order. Now it is September like any day. It might even be September already if you're watching this video. I bought this one back in May. I bought this one back in April. That is ridiculous that I have Jeep Wranglers all the way through the spring, all the way through the summer. And it's not like people came and looked at these and didn't want them. My phone just wasn't ringing on them. So what do you do in this case? Well, you lower the price until you hit the right number. Now you'll see here, $24,000. Originally I had it at 26, then 25, now 24. I own this thing for 22. So there's only a $2,000 margin for profit, which isn't a lot. Plus people are gonna try to negotiate. So I can't really budge much on that car because I own it for too much, because I paid a lot when prices were still high. This one right here, 20 grand. That is a reasonable price for this Jeep. I just sold it. It's going to North Carolina for $18,000. So I gave a $2,000 discount on Jeep Wrangler, which is almost non-existent in today's market. Now, back in March, I bought that 08 Jeep Wrangler that you just saw leaving. That one needed a significant amount of work. I'm gonna clip over real quick to show you everything we did to that car, because I want to explain like the profit margin. So when I said I make $2,000 in that Jeep Wrangler, it's not like you just buy it and then you sell it. There's a lot that goes into it, starting with this right here. Wheels, they're rough. Rockers are okay. Why is there a brick in front of the tire? Does the emergency brake not work? Why is it not in gear? What does that mean? There's a buzzing. Can you hear the buzzing? I hear the buzzing. What is the buzzing? Top, medium shape. Bumper banged up. I'm assuming the battery's dead. Yeah, we got a dead battery. That's awesome. Cool. I highly recommend not power washing anything electrical, especially the computers, but you can get the plastics in all the areas around, especially underneath the hood. Is a spot you don't really think about when you're detailing. That makes a big difference when you clean underneath the hood. Now the other thing we did too, I had these wheels left over. The old wheels or the original wheels on this Jeep were really, really rough. Anytime I find Jeep Wrangler wheels, like stock wheels on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, whatever, I buy them because they're not very expensive. We took the original wheels off and we put these wheels on, which had better tires and they were cleaner, and it changed the whole look of the Jeep. The other thing I did, you'll see a new top. Now I bought that white Jeep Wrangler and it had a premium soft top in it. This top was really, really rough. So rough, in fact. You'll see that some of them had like some rips in it and like some of the structure and frame was broken. It was just really, really dull. Now I can include this top with the white Jeep. That way somebody has a soft top still, but that red Jeep, it needed a top. So we took one out of a Jeep that we had and put it on. Now we're also going to buff these windows. So I'll teach you how to buff and polish these windows because we can actually bring these dull windows back to life and have it looking like this one. The other thing we do is like the bumpers are pretty disgusting. So we're gonna bring these bumpers back to life in this video as well. I'm gonna show you a quick hack. And when I say hack, I mean real hack on how we can fix this seat best we can. Now the plastic trim on this Jeep, it's faded. Now you can use a heat gun or a torch to bring it back to life, but it's temporary, it weakens the plastic. What we like to do is see here versus here, that's original, that's new. We don't paint it, we use like a textured coating. And we do a light textured coating on it. And you'll see Germans taped it off here and we'll use a spray shield. We'll do the steps and all the faded black plastic will come right back to life. Check that out now, and that one right now. And then you can see what the step looks like here. This one's already done. And what this bumper looks like, this is already done. Now German's gonna do the rest of the car and we'll show you what it looks like after. Now it just looks like he's putting the finishing touches on it. You've shined the tires already. You've already buffed this thing, right? And then what are you using there? Just like a quick shine detailer? Awesome. I was gonna ask, you don't have to now, but I was gonna ask if you could buff this because I want you to show everybody how you make these look like that. Not right now, but maybe tomorrow. The common Jeep problem is these are made out of aluminum and they oxidize and then the paint flakes off. You can see the paint flakes off. So we actually have this color in stock with like a Duplicolor touch-up paint. So we're gonna scrape it, sand it down, and then we're gonna base coat it black and then spray it with some burgundy to match. And a much better representation of what the door should look like. And then even like if you notice these scuffs right here, all I'm gonna do is spray a little bit of clear over that and that's gonna go away. There we go. Now this is the first time I've actually driven this thing since I purchased it, and it was rough when I bought it. Now, not so rough. It's smooth, it's fairly quiet for a Jeep Wrangler. It drives straight, it steers straight, it's not pulling in either direction. I think we have a winner, and I remember I bought this thing sight unseen. I did not see this thing when we purchased it. I bought it off a screen on a computer. So now we're gonna photograph it and we're gonna put it up for sale. So here's the Jeep Wrangler, and what's really cool about this Jeep Wrangler is the color. Now this color can be copied and matched by Duplicolor. In a lot of these videos, you've actually seen me with custom spray paint cans like this that I have to get the paint coat off the car. Well, this one, fortunately, I can get at like AutoZone, parts stores, whatever. This isn't even a sponsored video. These things are really neat. Now Jeep Wranglers get scuffed. This thing's a 2008. You'll see here there were scuffs all right here and all right here. I taped it off, touched it up. The other area it gets them is here. We just touched it up and blended it, and it looks amazing. Now we've had this Jeep for months and months. Jeep Wrangler sales has significantly slowed down thanks to the Ford Bronco. Now, I'm not about to spend $70-something thousand for a Ford Bronco, which is why I made my own Bronco killer right there. You haven't seen that video yet. So this Jeep is up, finished, ready for sale, and actually it's sold today, which is really cool. The buyer's coming to look at it and hopefully takes off with it today. That is a good looking Jeep. You're good, just barely making it. Good looking Jeep Wrangler. We'll put some fuel in it. $15 should give it a good 3 gallons and not even make the needle move, and then we can show it to the customer. Then I'm gonna give it a wash and hopefully the customer leaves with it. Final numbers are in. So the 08 Jeep Wrangler sold, and it turns out I bought the 08 Jeep Wrangler and the 16 Jeep Wrangler both in March, April, May, June, July, August, and it's probably September now that you're watching this video. So at least 6 months I had those Jeeps. I had them through all of Jeep Wrangler season. I paid $10,125 for the 08 Jeep Wrangler that just sold for $13,500. But that's not how it works. I had money into that car. I had well over $1,000 into services and repairs and everything. So we owned that car for $11,125 and sold it for $13,500. So we made just over $2,000, but it took 5 months to sell that car, which is just wacky, especially during Jeep season. The 16 Jeep Wrangler, I own for too much money. So what do? Do you take your loss? Do you move on? Do you keep waiting and hope somebody buys it? Because it is a clean, nice one-owner Jeep Wrangler. That's up to you as an owner or a seller to decide whether you drop the price or not. Now the white Jeep Wrangler I bought in April. So the same thing, I owned that all the way through Jeep season. And here's the reason why. Ultimately, people are waiting on those Broncos. They're waiting for the Ford Broncos to come out, which is why the prices have come down. Jeep Wranglers, new Jeep Wranglers there's a newer body style Jeep Wrangler, so people want the newer body style Jeep Wrangler. There's an SRT V8 Jeep Wrangler, which is $100,000, so people are waiting for those. So ultimately the reason is because number one, the Ford Bronco is coming out and people would rather a Bronco. Number two, Jeep Wranglers are generally expensive and they don't want to spend the market adjustments, or people are just sick and tired of paying that premium on everything. Like Jeep Wranglers are sometimes just toys. They're secondary vehicles and not everybody needs a secondary vehicle or a toy. Third, we're in a recession. Now, it has nothing to do with politics. I'm not getting into politics in this video, but I am saying we're in a downward spiraling economy. And when people are starting to think of like, maybe I shouldn't spend all my money, maybe I should wait, maybe I should save, maybe I should buy something more practical, maybe I should buy something that saves a little bit more gas, that's more fuel efficient. All those are factors for Jeep Wrangler prices to go up or come down, and now they're all starting to come down, and that's kind of the same for all toys, so it's something to be aware of. I hope this video was helpful because there was a lot of info. There was a little bit of a Ferrari flip, there was a little bit of Jeep Wrangler info, there was a little bit of how we buy, fix, clean, and sell cars. There was a lot going on in this video, and it was a little out of the ordinary from what we normally do. I hope you liked it. If you did, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up right down below, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Otherwise, I'll see you guys all later. Thanks for watching. Adios.